Hello, greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it happens to be when you're watching this. Hey, hi, how you doing? I hope all is well with you. Thank you for joining me on another birthday wish list or birthday list. It is 4:54 a.m. on this March 22nd, 2001. I am Fremont Lee. Views and opinions expressed in this video, those are the person saying it. That's me, Fremont Lee. Hi, how are you? Are you staying hydrated? I hope you are. I hope you're sleeping well. I hope you're getting plenty to eat or enough to eat. You know, you don't want too much, overdo it. Um, or oh, my stomach. Wow, ooh, that hurts. You know, I'm gonna start off with March 21st, belated birthdays for yesterday, because this is March 22nd. Belated birthday 21st. Gary Oldman, Timothy Dalton, Jill Sholin. I had a crush on her. Probably still do. I don't know. Alfred Ludd III, Sonequa Martin Green, Jay Davidson, Matthew Broderick, Scott Eastwood, Sabrina LaBeouf, Catherine Greenwood. She was on Whose Line Is It Anyway? Sometimes she was like the fourth. She was the woman, the fourth comedian. Rice Darby. He was in Yes Man, 2008. Max Pomeran, Searching for Bobby Fischer, 1993. And Fluke, 1995. He was the kid on the cover of the Searching for Bobby Fischer, I think. Rosie O'Donnell, Brad Hall, Jennifer Sears, Linda Lee Cadwell. She was married to Bruce Lee. Jean Marie Hahn, Man from Atlantis TV series, 1977 and 1978. Starred Patrick Duffy. Kevin Federline. Yesterday was Kevin Federline's birthday. Probably more recognition than he deserves, but I don't know. I'm not that kind of guy. I just, haven't listened to any of his stuff. Anyway, this is out of the top 100 of 1,266. To the late James Coco, director Russ Meyer, Logan Ramsey. If you saw the movie Scrooged, 1988, Bill Murray, the homeless people, Anne Ramsey, and there were two other guys. Logan being Anne Ramsey's husband. Was one of those three guys. He had done other stuff before Scrooge, but that's Al Freeman Jr., Lorene Yarnell Jansen. She was the body of Dot Matrix in Spaceballs. She's the one that, while Joan Rivers did the voice at a much later date, I believe. She was part of Shields and Yarnell, the mime team thing. Gustav Froelich, Eddie Money. He passed away September 13th, 2019. Johann Sebastian Bach, director W.S. Van Dyke, The Thin Man. Excuse me, The Thin Man in 1934. He directed that. Excuse me. I had said eating healthy or getting plenty to eat, whatever. I had a slice of pizza for breakfast, which was about 5 minutes before I wrote today's birthdays down. Which was about 3 minutes after I got up. yeah, yeah. I'd edit that out, but yeah. You figure yesterday I did my laundry. Today I'm gonna get my oil changed. I saw on the thing when the last time I did it, I was supposed to come back 2 to 3 days later because they put a UV liquid in because there was a leak and they were gonna see where it was, and I completely forgot. I work third shift. It's like as soon as I left that place, it's like when I leave work, I'm like, certain things stand out, and I'm like, yeah, no. That's why usually I'm like, Steve, Jack, no, oh, Mary. It's like, fuck. uh, no, but I know most people. I can remember their names. It's like I see them, but it's like, hey. Lately, I've been calling people by their names, trying to, let them know that I do know their name. And in some of my books, I'm using the name, their first name, not a representation of them, but I need characters in my book, and they need names. Some of them need names. Guy at car wash, it just doesn't fly. Um, Background extra number 3, it's just okay. Let's get to March 22nd birthday, shall we? I think we shall. Hi, how are you? William Shatner, the William Shatner. That was a terrible John Wayne. M. Emmett Walsh, first initial M, middle name Emmett, last name Walsh. Name may not sound familiar. He took over the character of whatever in Knives Out, which may or may not ring any bells because I can't think of his name. One thing I know he was in Red Scorpion with Dolph Lundgren. He was also the diving coach in Back to School, starring Rodney Dangerfield. Andrew Lloyd Webber, Stephen Sondheim, Keegan Michael Keeley from Key and Peele, Cole Hauser, Reese Witherspoon, or Without Her Spoon, Witherspoon, is it? Matthew Modine, Wolf Blitzer, Bob Costas, Lena Olin, Ann Dudek, Constance Wu, Will Yun Lee, Kelly Shanyne Williams, Shanygne Williams. She was Laura on Family Matters. Did I do that? With the Urkel, Laura Winslow. She had done other things since then, and probably during that time. I just didn't go in to look. Carter Wong, he was Thunder in Big Trouble in Little China, 1986. He was the muscular, like, oh, and then he explodes at the end. Samantha Colley, writer Eric Roth, he wrote Forrest Gump, that became a movie, 1994. You may have heard of it. Producer Carlton Cuse, he was the producer behind The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr., starring Sam Axe, The Chin, Bruce Campbell. Fuck, took me a second. He was also one of the producers behind the TV series Lost. He's done a lot of things. According to IMDb, they say he's a writer, but I put down author because James Patterson, with the novels that he's written. Rick Harrison Pawn Stars. He's in the meme. Best I can do is $20. The shaved head bald guy. Sean Bradley, basketball player. He was in the movie Space Jam, 1996. Karen Dwyer. She was in the movie Better Than Chocolate, 1999. She had done other things as well, but that's one of the things. To the late, Carl Malden. Werner Klemperer. Most people know him as Colonel Klink on Hogan's Heroes. Hogan. Ross Martin. He was on the TV series The Wild Wild West as Artemus Gordon, 1969. He had passed away early 1980s. So he did not get to see the movie that Will Smith and Kevin Kline did, which wasn't totally bad. It just, I don't know. Mary Tam, who played Romana on Doctor Who, 1978 to 1984. She had done other things, but that's Carmen Philby. Name may not sound familiar, but he was the old man Withers in His World, 1992. He was the old man at the bar in The Wedding Singer. Sorry, he'd done a lot of other things, but you figure as actors get older, the range of characters are usually Santa Claus, Grandpa, crazy old man. You know, the male actors. And of course, you're like a high-profile person, in which case, you know, whatever. But like I don't want to say background characters. I know the term. I just can't think of it right now because brain fart, brain fart. Spelled it wrong. The second characters. You know, it's like not the lead. Extras, kind of like, or extras with lines. It's type of thing. Chico Marx Brothers. Mike. Marcel Marceau, he's the mime, the only one that had something to say in the movie, the silent movie, Mel Brooks movie. I think he said shh. Only thing. But he was a French mime, pantomime. You know, as opposed to the talking mime. I'm in a box. I'm in a box. Oh, look at me. I'm in a box. Oh, it's a glass. Oh, box is getting smaller. Hang as Nar or Gore. I do not know how to pronounce his name. My apologies. It's the Ngor is his last name. He was in The Killing Fields, the movie, 1984. I believe it was based on the experiences in which he had. So I don't know if he's credited as writing that or based on his life story of. Author Louis L'Amour. My dad used to read his books. I have some of the books that my dad left me, and I have yet to read any of them. Sorry. Carl Hunt, who was Harry Cooper in Night of the Living Dead, 1968. That was out of the top 100 of 1,276. I was forgetting somebody or something. Right. What writer, author, producer? Author Louis L'Amour. How's your day going? I have to go get my oil changed in about whatever. I want to get there before they open so I can get one of their numbers and sit there and go. And I have my book, so hopefully I'll be able to write something. I started on the outline because it's like I kind of want to remember where I'm going with some of this. Sorry, I don't mean to yawn. It's like I woke up 40 minutes ago ish. Yeah, it's about 10 after 5 a.m. So you figure I woke up about 4:40, 4:30. Of course, I was lying in bed for a while too, so I don't know if that counts. But I didn't actually get up out of bed. I didn't have to till I rolled over and was like, "Oh, is that what time it is?" Then I rolled back and it was like my kidneys were like, "Guess what? You got to get up now." Uh, great. Uh, the reason I skipped yesterday or posting a video on Sunday, it's my first day off, or it's a day off, so I went and did laundry. And by the time I got back home, my brother was awake and kind of, and I'm like, yeah, damn. So he's watching TV and napping or whatever, and I don't want to wake him up. My niece, my nephew, my brother's children, uh, other pictures of family. I think that's my brother. Oh wait, that's wrong. Could be a nephew. I can't tell. It's a baby picture. This right here is a family photo. You only see part of it because the paper towel is blocking. Usually I have my fancy backdrop. It's just a blanket. uh, I am hoping my book gets out there. I really do. Sorry, hair in my nose, kind of twanging around. I'm gonna let I'm gonna let you go. I hope you have a wonderful day, or had a wonderful day, depending on when you watch this. Please be kind to each other. I know that sometimes it's difficult. I mean, I say that, oh, be kind, and at the same time, I'm in at the light, and it's like, fucking go. You're turning right. The people to our right are turning left. Fucking go. Unless there's someone in the crosswalk, in which case, don't. Then the light switches. They stop. The people to our left go, and then the no turn on red light comes on. So the people in the way in which we're on the side we're on turn left, and that's usually when they go. And I'm like, you fucking moron! You could have. Ah! And in the same breath, I'm like, oh, please be kind. I mean, it's funny. It irks me when that happens. It's like, and I don't want to honk the horn because they could be picking their nose, going, oh, and then I honk, and it's like, my brain. I don't know what they're doing. They could be like, I remember when this was all field. I don't know. I can't. I mean, you got the back of the chair and the wind. You can't tell. I can't tell usually who's driving the vehicle, unless of course they just sped by me, cut me off, just so they can stop at the light to turn right and sit there going, duh, can I go? I don't know if I can go. The light can go. I'm afraid to honk because they might be like, "Fucker!" You know. Shit. I mean, they were apparently in such a fucking hurry they had to speed around me because I made sure I was going 40 on the way home because that's what not the temperature. The speed limit is speed limit 40, and I'm going, okay, 40. I'm 40. I'm going 40. Okay, cool, 40. Somebody speeds by me on my right, gets over onto the left in front of me. I get up to the red light. They're sitting there going, such a big fucking hurry, aren't you? Right. I mean, there's never any police officers there, and I don't think they do anything. Although my thing could be wrong. I'm going 40, and it says I'm going 40, but really I'm going 32 or 35 or something. I don't know. My car is 20 years old. I've had it since 2008. It's a 1999, so it's 22 years old technically. Needs an oil change. I am. This is March. I think it was actually supposed to be done in December. I work third shift, so it's like I'd have to get out of work, sit there for a while. And I don't want to. I mean, there's the oil change places, but they're always like, "Oh, you'll get a radiator flush. That's $100." It's like, dude, I just need the oil change. That's what you're called. You're called a fucking oil change place. Don't try and upsell me and with this special shit. And you get CO2 instead of oxygen and for your. I'm like, just fuck off. Just $6 a tire for the air. Yes. Shirt I'm wearing is "I fart in your general direction," Monty Python. And the Holy Grail. Yesterday, Mark at work, who had a heart attack back in January, which totally surprised. He's an easygoing guy. I don't know what brought on his heart attack, and I hope he's all right. I mean, he's back to work, so I think he is all right. But he bought a copy of my book. He bought a second copy. He asked if I had one, and I was like, yeah. So I got it for him because I got a copy. Joycelyn, Jamel, and Virginia, I had sent a copy of my book to them, hoping that maybe they would read it, like it, maybe say something about it. I don't know. Yeah, if they don't, that's cool too, because give them something to read. Maybe they'll laugh. They'll be like, "No, that's pretty good. I like that. It's nice." Now I can use it as a balance for my table that's wobbly. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Um, it's in the book. It's just. But he had asked about Mark had asked about Rick's book, and I was like, no, his is more of a time period piece, kind of like a Renaissance fair type, if because medieval times. And I was like, kind of like the um, it's on my shirt, the guys on my shirt, the movie, the thing, kind of like that thing. And I looked down and I'm like, yeah, Monty Python, kind of like the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Not that farcical, because Rick's book is called Lore of Elena, Tale of the Fallen Kingdom. It has to do with kind of like that period of peace kind of thing. Um, Not as farcical as Monty Python, um, but and mine is more contemporary, being it takes place within the last 30 years, 40 years, if you want to kind of go that route. I never specify the year in which it takes place, but in the follow up to Anywhere But Here, which is Somewhere to Be, he mentions that with the with everyone carrying a phone and an app that can turn their pictures into pencil drawings, he's gotten kind of less and less customers, so he doesn't feel that his presence at the carnival, at the fair, at the amusement company is really that much need isn't really needed. Um, Although he does help dress up the rides by painting them. One of the rides he mentions in the book, Somewhere to Be, that one of the rides he has to do quite often because he's informed the owner operator of that ride not to allow the kids food and drink on the rides because it will ruin the paint job. And the guy he's talking to about it is like, that doesn't really have any effect on it. It shouldn't. I mean, why would why would it? You mix in that along with whatever cleaning and sanitizing liquid that the guy uses on it, it ruins the paint job. Oh, that makes sense. And it's so it's like um, because they are a traveling community where they go from town to town, and most of them are usually together. So it's like they kind of like they know each other. They get it's one of those things. People need like or want a pay job on their rides or whatever, have put in like, oh yeah, this, and everyone's name gets put in, and he'll like prize each one or whatever, and be like, okay. And the one guy's like, yeah, my ride needs a paint job, and it's like, to which he questions, why does it always seems like you're working on her ride all the time, painting her? I'm not. This is actually the third job I've done today. Everyone is on a list. The boss has the list. You know, I'll get to it when I get to it. Don't rush me, and you know, whatever. He mentions that the main character, Duncan, mentions how at one time it felt like he was helping out. Now it just seems like it's expected of him, and he kind of like, give me 1 second. Had to turn off the coffee pot. I was like, the light, it's all right. I didn't turn it on. I think I may have accidentally hit it because it wasn't on earlier, and now and it was, and I was like, because I was like smelling coffee, and I'm like, maybe it's just calling to me. You want some? Come to me. Coffee, coffee. It is my day, one of my days off, and I usually do drink coffee on my days on my first day off or second day off, depending. But I haven't lately. So uh, anyway, I'm hope I have. I know, use my words. Um, Ooh, half hour. Jeez, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep you for this long. I hope all is well with you. I do. I am hoping my follow up book is good. The artwork. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. Um, I'm hoping for the artwork, which should be better. I mean, I'm expecting it. The artwork for Anywhere But Here was decent, but being the follow up to a book about a guy who draws, it should be moved up a level, and I believe it will be, based on Tracy's recommendation. And I'm not trying to push the person doing the work to get it done. Um, but I'm hoping that. Uh, Thank you for watching. I hope all is well with you. If your birthday was yesterday, March 21st, happy belated birthday. Sorry I didn't get to you. Party popper, party popper, party popper. If your birthday is today, March 22nd, happy birthday, party popper, party popper, party popper. Don't be a party pooper. Hey. Somebody said that to me once when I was working at Mug and Bob's in Stockbridge, Michigan. Uh, she said every party needs a pooper. That's why we invited you. What? It was funny, and it was unexpected. I should have asked her out. I didn't. Sorry. Later today, some point, I'm hoping or expecting episode 46 from the Pod Damn Idiots podcast to be uploaded to YouTube. Not sure when it's airs on a podcast, but Podbean, all those others, Spotify, it is on there. If you look it up, if you don't look it up, then it's still on there. Reminder: I need to take the trash out. Okay. Thanks again for watching. Have a pleasant day. Sleep well. Get plenty. Hopefully you get some exercise. Stay hydrated. I got to refill that. Take care. Oh, thanks again for watching.